Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm trying to do it a little bit in Hindi also, because I'm trying to get more coverage, or I'm trying to get some more audience from across India also. Let me keep that target. So we have outlook for 2021. We'll cover करेंगे equity markets, FIIs, फिर डॉलर इंडेक्स, यूएस सेंट्रल बैंक जीडीपी एंड bond yields. So time in the market is more crucial than market timing. Time in the market is more crucial than market timing. So what I am trying to say is that Nifty 50 index has gained 3% in September, around 19 in H1 FY 2022, the first half of fiscal year, and it has reached all-time high in September 2021, with global investors pick up as they pin new hope on regional containment of crisis in China. So वो crisis जो हुए हैं only that is only regarding to China, and जो relate करते हैं वो चाइना की रियल एस्टेट मार्केट को रिलेट की जाएगी, एंड वो कंटेनमेंट है वो वही जोन के लिए है, चाइना की जोन के लिए है. फिर हम लोग इस ग्राफ को देखेंगे. राइजिंग टाइड्स लिफ्ट ऑल बोट्स. आप देख सकते हैं कि एनएससी रियलिटी और बीएससी यूटिलिटीज़ एंड एनर्जी, ये तीन सेक्टर्स ने पिक किया है 33%. एंड मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि रियलिटी सेक्टर एक सिक्लिकल मोड में होता है. जैसे फरवरी में मेटल का साइकिल शुरू हुआ था और आज भी चल रहा है मेटल का साइकिल, मतलब मेटल का सेक्टर बूम में चल रहा था. वही अभी बीएससी रियल इस्टेट का सेक्टर अभी पीक करने लगा है. एंड सो दिस इज़ द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द रियलिटी साइकिल. एंड सो इफ वी take the Nifty indices, Nifty Media give highest return, approx 33.5, and Nifty Reality 33% in 2021. And why? And the most important thing that we must ask is why reality sector और ये मीडिया सेक्टर अभी शुरुआत कर रहा है अपना बूम की तरफ से. So sector specific corporate announcements and actions have provided a boost to these sectors. So उसका आंसर क्या है कि corporate announcements और उस announcements का जो impact इनके पास हुआ है, उस impact की वजह से वही सेक्टर अभी शुरुआत देने लगे हैं बूम करने के लिए. So the Nifty Mid-Cap 100 Index has give astonishing approximate 7%. That symbol which is there, that small, this is called approximate. So mid cap 100 index ने approximate 7% returns दिए है and in September. And the silver lining from the pandemic that many mid caps and large caps firms have been operational now. So mid cap और large caps जो हुए हैं अभी operational हुए हैं और उनकी efficiency अभी स्टार्ट हुई है. अब नाउ दे आर मोर एफिशिएंट. सो अभी पेंडेमिक सब कुछ ख़त्म हो गया है. अब आप जानते हैं कि ना, गोवा में कसिनो भी स्टार्ट हो रहा है, मसाज पार्लर सब कुछ ओपन हो गया है. एंड नाउ मोर इम्पोर्टेंटली इन्वेस्टर्स नीड टू फोकस्ड ऑन 3 की मार्केट ड्राइवर्स. तो क्या है कि मार्केट कैसे ऊपर जाएगी, और जो 3 चीज़ें हैं जो मार्केट को लगातार ऊपर की ओर ले जा रहे हैं कि वही है फंडामेंटल, सेंटिमेंट्स और फ्लोज. सो विल गो टू इट वन बाय वन. हमें क्या करना चाहिए इन्वेस्टर्स, व्हाट शुड वी डू, हम लोग क्या करेंगे इस मार्केट में. सो वी सजेस्ट इन्वेस्टर्स टू फोकस ऑन कंपनी विद गुड मार्जिन ऑफ सेफ्टी ऑफ वैल्यूएशन. इनका वैल्यूएशन अच्छा है, टॉप लाइन बॉटम लाइन, और गवर्नेंस मैट्रिक्स. हम लोग गवर्नमेंट मैट्रिक्स कहते हैं जो टॉप लीडर्स रहते हैं कंपनी के, वो जो कंपनी के ओनर्स रहते हैं. आपको देखना है कौन जेन्युइनली मैनेज कर रहा है कंपनी को कौन इम्पोर्टेंस दे रहा है, ओनर का कितना प्रोमोटर स्टेक है, वही आपको चेक करना है. और टू चेक द एक्सीलेंस ग्रोथ अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑल्सो. एंड सेकेंडली फंडामेंटल साइड आप हम लोग देखेंगे तो FY 2022 expected earnings growth for the listed companies to remain healthy by pent-up demand and cost optimization and shift from unorganized to organized sectors. So आपको देखना है कि हम अनऑर्गेनाइज टू ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर में जो कंपनीज अभी शिफ्ट हो रहे हैं. And in the near term the market will focus on quarterly results and management guidance. So what we must do now is we must look out for these companies that are moving towards organized sectors, and they are trying to reduce their cost, or the company that are trying to get into the cost of optimization. In the near term the market will focus in quarterly results. Now slowly the market results will also be showing, and the impact of it is we can see how now the Sensex is doing a little bit of correction. Nifty 50 is going 0.53% down, and we can see that results now. And overall sentiment is boosted with control COVID cases. Now the numbers are very less of COVID cases and improvement of vaccine, and our Goa Chief Minister also declared that we have completed the first dose. And however, the key term risk is of any third wave approaching. I hope this doesn't happen. Then volatility is the part of the game, and see, we must keep patience. And investors who took the pain in March 2020 and remain invested have really enjoyed the journey. And because वो लोग दीर्घावधि के इन्वेस्टर्स थे, दीर्घावधि का मतलब लॉन्ग टर्म, इसने पिछले साल बाय करके रखा था, अभी भी होल्ड कर रहे हैं, उसने वो एंजॉय किया हुआ है. लेकिन योर पोर्टफोलियो एवरेज पोर्टफोलियो रिटर्न्स हैव बीन 40 then 65. Most of it on this I have put on Instagram. I had put the interview of that girl that she had waited for the long term. Her name is Rutika Kale, one of my friends. In outlook and valuation, we estimate India's GDP growth at 9% in FY 2022, at 6.5% in FY 2023. So that GDP growth will be 9% by FY 2022 and 6.5% by 2023. Actually we can see that GDP can also be having some cycles, and in 2023 there may be a drop in GDP, but this drop doesn't affect the markets. The GDP was -3 in 2020, but still the market recovered so fast. So GDP doesn't impact really on the markets. We have seen that. We expect the earnings of Nifty 50 to grow by 31% in FY 2022, 14% in 23, and 19.1% in 2024. So by the year 24, Nifty index will grow. This is our expectation. This is not some regular expectation. We have carried out by some genuine research and calculation with assumptions. So at current levels, Nifty 50 is trading at 24. So you know that 24 is below 26. 26 is like the average, and when Nifty 50, when we come to know that Nifty 50 is at peak is when it reaches 30. So now it is at 24. So we are still getting opportunity to buy it, and you can go for Sensex index fund. And generally Indian economy has done better in the second half of fiscal year, and supported by multiple festivals, and these festivals will boost the demands. Friends, please keep watching the video, give me a like, share and subscribe. Please subscribe. Let's go ahead with the video, and like in the utmost end I will give you the stocks that you must buy for this month on 12-month horizon. That calculation also I will tell you. For 12-month horizon you have to buy some specific stocks that I will mention in this video. Keep watching. I know the video is long. Yes, video is long, but you will make money. Yes, This is what I have to say. So what the key is that the risk of approaching the third COVID wave, I hope this doesn't happen. This will affect the earnings growth, and inflation will lead to central bank rethink of the monetary policy. They will reduce it. They will reduce the interest rates drastically. If this happens, inflation, elevated commodity prices can put a cost pressure and risk to earnings in manufacturing sector. So commodity prices will affect the manufacturing sector. Increase in crude oil could impact the economy. We can see now in Goa the petrol price has reached 100. So let's go to page number 6. So we have page number 6 here. Let's go to page number 6. I will be giving you the stocks. Oh, before that, you want to see the calculation how I have taken into consideration. Okay, let's zoom a little bit. So the investment idea and the stocks that we must go for is, first one is Aarti Industries, then second one is Hindustan Unilever. For that only ad rating is given. When ad rating is given, then minus 5% to 5%, you can only expect this much returns, 5 to negative 5 to positive 5. When LIC Housing Finance, see, LIC Housing Finance will benefit from the cycle of cycle of reality sector is starting. If you missed that metal sector, no, metal sector was also starting its cyclical period in February. You missed that. Now I know most of the people, because you don't watch my videos, that's why you missed it, because I give sector updates also. So this time don't miss it. We have LIC Housing Finances will gain benefit from this starting cycle, and this will keep continuing for at least 4 months, I guess. And we have aluminium also. So much rise in prices of aluminium. Buy rating is given. PVR also buy rating, and TCS is also TCS ad rating is given. So we have the prices and the fair value. And so for the full portfolio, the average return that if you buy the full stocks, see how many stocks are there, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you buy all the 6 stocks and make a portfolio of the full make a portfolio of 6 stocks, then your average return will be 15%. This is the calculation. And the risk I have calculated by standard deviation. So the risk that you have to incur is 12%. See, and is equal to 15 divided by 12, 1.25. So the ratio that risk to return ratio is getting 1.25. It's not very efficient though. Efficient as means it is not such meaning that you're taking 15% returns and you are incurring 12% risk. That is very high risk for you, 1.25. And if we go for top 3, only top 3 means Aarti Industries, Hindustan Unilever and LIC. If you go for this on the top 3, then the average return that you will be expecting is 22%, and the risk incurred is 15. So if we buy top 3, it will be beneficial for me and for you also. It depends on you and how you are going with the portfolio. And let me give you the reasons why you must buy these specific stocks.